What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brendan and I'm BMX45 and we're coming at you with another video. We have the second part of our rules and errata update for Star Wars Legion. We did the points list. We did some of the card changes, showed you the new cards, the new support stuff that's going on for things like the sniper squads and the heavy droid troopers. But now we're going to be looking at the rule changes that were made from the Star Wars Legion official rulebook, which you can get on the site there that we showed you in the last video here. But we're going to be looking at the changes. So if you download this PDF, it's always nice to have on your computer the core rulebook effective April 21st. You can go in and we can take a look at the changes that were made to the rulebook and see what things are new that we need to know about. And hey, if you enjoyed this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of the fun. We'll get right into it here. We'll look into the core rulebook. So this gives you all the rules for the game, which is really great. Table contents of like all the key concepts, appendixes, stuff like that. Keyword glossary, really good stuff. Tells you all the tools of the game and any tokens that are currently in the game that you can use, which they always make token changes and then I'm like, oh, I gotta make more acrylic tokens because now I don't have all the acrylic tokens, unfortunately. It'd be nice to get my laser engraver to work and then we could do that, but it is not as good as I would have hoped it would have been. So yeah, as you go through here, you can see what happens is when they make changes to the game, they make it in blue text so that you can see what's new compared to the original copy or the last version of this. The new changes will be blue. So generic, these double-sided tokens may be used to mark various game effects. Players may use these tokens if they do not have enough of a particular token. These tokens cannot be used for advantage, bane, objective, or smoke tokens. So yeah, so they've added that. They've also added a section about barricades. Barricades are a specific type of scattered terrain. Barricades are no more than 3 inches wide, 1 inch tall, and 1 inch deep. Barricades are open terrain and provide trooper units that are not creature troopers or heavy troopers with heavy cover. Barricades cannot overlap cannot overlap objective or advantage tokens, and cannot have an objective or advantage token placed on them. A trooper miniature can never end a move or be placed overlapping a barricade. So yeah. So those are the area terrain. So they've added area terrain. So they've added a little section here while drawing a line of sight from a miniature that is overlapping a piece of area terrain. Ignore the piece of area terrain. A miniature is always obscured while it is overlapping a piece of area terrain. So they've added that as well. There'll be several other things in here. If we look down here, there's a few more changes and there's some new stuff. So we do want to go through this document. And it is a long document because it is 64 pages long. But there's such good information. You show a whole bunch of stuff. The new points layout here that they do with the little command board, which I want to make a 3D printed version of this, and when I do, I will show you guys. We're working on that as well, just because there's so many cool 3D printed ones out there, and I've seen some really cool ones on videos I watched of people playing Legion. So I definitely want to make something like that. Commanders and checking for panic. When a unit checks to see if it is panicked, if there are one or more allied commander units with a higher courage within range 3, it uses the highest of those instead of its own. For example, if a unit with 3 suppression tokens and 1 courage would not be panicked if there is an allied commander within range 3 that has a courage of 2 or greater. So still loses their action but doesn't get panicked. Null. Some units have null or blank. These units can never gain or be assigned suppression tokens and cannot be suppressed or panicked. If a unit gains null through a special rule, it loses any suppression tokens it has, if any. So that's cool. So it loses those suppression tokens. And then if a unit command or commander has null, then allied units within 3 use that. So allied units within range 3 use that commander's unit courage, and therefore never panic, regardless of any number of suppression tokens they might have. So they still get suppressed, but they would never panic because of the null. So that's good to know. Standard move, they've added. So this part in the blue is what's new. When moving the unit leader of a unit with multiple miniatures, the player moving the unit may temporarily put the non-unit leader miniatures in the unit out of the way to make room for the unit leader, and then place them in cohesion. So only the player moving the unit, apparently. So basically, don't touch other people's shit. It's kind of the rule right there, which feels kind of funny. If you're helping the person out and it's consensual, it's like, okay, but maybe not in tournaments, because then you can do things that you shouldn't if you're a chat. Line of sight. So there's some new stuff with line of sight. Trooper units and all of their subtypes use a standardized silhouette template to determine line of sight. Place the side of the white marker touching the miniature's base, moving the template around if needed. The large silhouette template is not as wide as some bases, so it will need to be moved around the miniature or to measure line of sight to various parts of the silhouette. Miniatures in trooper units with small bases use the small silhouette template, and the miniatures in creature troopers, emplacement troopers, and heavy trooper units use the large silhouette template. So there you go. So they probably added the heavy troopers to that, is probably one of the things that they did. Yeah, and then I mean, honestly, you can get through this stuff pretty fast. We're already through like half the document here. But yeah, so those blue changes are what we're looking for. So trooper, so yes, they've added heavy trooper and heavy droid trooper. So there's clone trooper, creature trooper, droid trooper, emplacement trooper, and Wookiee trooper, and they've added the new heavy trooper and heavy droid trooper to the mix. Droid troopers do not make one less action due to being suppressed at the start of the make action step, but they do an AI. I think they have to do AI, or no, because they took away their null value for courage. Heavy troopers may have notch bases. This is heavy trooper. Heavy troopers can make reverse moves. Heavy troopers can pivot even if they are engaged. Heavy troopers do not receive cover from barricades, and heavy troopers can attack and withdraw during the same activation. Heavy droid troopers are both heavy troopers and droid troopers, so basically you just refer to each of the rules. So that's the kind of the new thing. There's the resiliency. Vehicles do not have courage, so basically this is the new part. When a vehicle unit that does not have the AI keyword starts its activation, if that vehicle has a vehicle damage token, roll 1 white defense die. On a blank result, the vehicle makes 1 fewer action during the make action step. So this is actually something I didn't know about. So they used to have 3 damage tokens, and you'd either lose an action or you'd lose a weapon. But now you're just losing potentially an action if you roll bad on a on a dice there. So that's kind of the. It's funny because I made dice for the vehicle to like, because I basically made a 6-size dice and put the stickers on there for the different types of vehicle damage, which seems kind of pointless now. Although it is basically the same as a white dice, so you could still use it to those varying results. So that's interesting. But yeah, so that's so they're just doing that because the AI keyword is now been changed. So if it is a vehicle with the AI keyword, it's different. So they wanted to specify that as well, and shows all the different parts of the card, so you know what they're talking about when they tell you to do something. We have AI actions, so here we go. So this is where our keywords come in. When a unit has the AI keyword starts its make its action step, it must make one actions of the actions listed on the AI keyword if it does not have a face-up order token and if one of the following conditions are not met. So the unit is suppressed but not panicked. The unit has a vehicle damage token. The unit is a vehicle unit and half or more of the miniatures started the game have been defeated. The unit, so yeah, it's one. It says one or more. Yeah. If it doesn't have a face-up order token, and if one of the following conditions aren't met. So yeah, so it's suppressed. So you still can lose an action off of the AI, anything with the AI action, but only if it doesn't have an order token. And if one of the following conditions are it has a vehicle damage token, or half of its miniatures are gone, because yeah, you don't only get a damage token if you have that resiliency threshold. So if half of its unit, it's kind of basically the same thing. Half of its miniatures are defeated, it's basically seen as having that damage token, basically. If the unit with the AI keyword cannot make any of its listed actions, it makes one fewer action during its makes action steps. So it has to make one of its AI actions. If it can't make that action, then it loses that action, basically. Aid affiliation unit type. Each time a unit with the aid keyword would gain an aim, dodge, or surge token, another allied unit of the affiliation or unit type listed within range 2 in a line of sight may gain that token instead. If it does, the unit with the aid action keyword gains 1 suppression token if able. For example, Logray gains 2 aim tokens and 1 dodge token at the start of its activation from his Secrets Ingredients upgrade card. Logray chooses to use aid keyword to have an Ewok skirmisher unit gain 1 of the aim tokens, and an Ewok slingers unit gains the other aim token. Logray gains 1 suppression token for each time he uses aid, for a total of 2 suppression tokens, and still has a dodge token from the secret ingredients. So you see that right there. Command Vehicle X. When allied units with range 3 of a unit that has a commander vehicle X keyword, checks for panic. If both units have the same affiliation or faction, the allied unit treats the unit that has the command vehicle X keyword as the commander unit with the courage value of X. So yeah. Within range 3 of a unit that has a command vehicle X keyword. So yeah, basically using the commander's courage for that as well. Complete the mission. During the setup for each allied unit with the complete the mission keyword, place an allied priority mission token advantage on the battlefield in contested territory. Compel rank unit type. After another allied non-droid trooper unit of the matching rank or unit type is specified within 2 of an allied unit with the compel keyword rallies and is suppressed but not panicked at the start of the make action step, it may gain 1 suppression token to make 1 free move action. So the compel, that's probably to do with the fact that now we have droid trooper, we have heavy droid trooper and heavy droid trooper. They're just trying to make it so that those compel keywords don't work with them, because they probably wouldn't have in the old rules. So there's something like that. You have cunning. So cunning they've changed a little bit. When determining priority during command phase, if a player reveals a commander or operative specific command that belongs to a unit with the cunning keyword and there would be a tie for priority, treat the command cards of having one fewer pip to a minimum of 0. So you can't go to 0, so you can go higher than 1, basically. So I think that's the new thing. If both players reveal a specific commander or operative command card that belongs to a unit with the cunning keyword, there is still a tie for priority. Dauntless, after a non-droid trooper unit with the Dauntless keyword rallies and is suppressed but not panicked at the start of the make action step, it may gain 1 suppression token to make up free move action. The unit with the Dauntless keyword may not be affected by the compel keyword. Compel didn't say anything about that. So yeah, again, non-droid troopers, so they're just adding that in there to make it a little bit specific. Divine influence, other allied trooper units or bright tree trooper units gain Guardian 2 C3PO while within range. Okay, so they're just putting other. Eyes on the prize keyword. When a unit with eyes on the prize keyword has its unit leader within half range of 1 or more objective tokens or is holding 1 or more objective tokens, it has the listed keyword. So basically, yeah, it has whatever keyword that's listed beside eyes on the prize, I guess. Field Commander, they've added a section here for Field Commander. A unit with the Field Commander keyword counts as a commander of that faction or affiliation when building a command hand. Additionally, if an allied unit within range 3 of the unit with the commander, an allied unit within range 3 of the unit with the commander token, and both units share the same faction or affiliation, that allied unit may treat the unit as that has the Field Commander keyword as a commander unit with a courage value of 2. So yeah, Field Commander, so Guardian X. So they changed that a little bit. There's a part right down here. The unit with Guardian X, after converting defense surges result according to the surge chart by using the surge tokens, the unit with Guardian X keyword gains a suppression token, so and then suffers 1 wound for each blank result. So yeah, so you gain a suppression token for using Guardian now. I'm trying to see here because while an allied trooper unit within range 1 of line of sight of a unit has the Guardian X keyword defends against a ranged attack, it may cancel up to X hits results during the modify attack dice step. For each hit result cancelled in this way, the unit with the Guardian X keyword rolls 1 defense die matching the one on its unit's card. After converting any defense surges results according to surge chart or by using the surge tokens, the unit with the Guardian X keyword gains 1 suppression token, then suffers 1 wound for each blank result. So I think it's only 1 suppression. I don't think you gain a suppression for each blank result, because then you gain a suppression token, then you suffer 1 wound for each blank result. I think that's just 1, but this is multiple depending on what you rolled. So defending unit that has the Guardian X keyword used on it gains a suppression token as normal. So both you and the other guy gain a suppression basically to save it from getting like pummeled to death. Immune melee. Units with immune melee keyword cannot be targeted by melee attacks and cannot be engaged. And then when forming the attack pool, targeting a unit with the immune melee keyword, the attacking unit can add ranged weapons to the attack pool even if they are in melee in the defending unit. Seems pretty simple. Mechanized infantry at the start of the activation. Each unit with the mechanized infantry keyword may choose a different allied vehicle unit within range 2. If they do, that unit with the mechanized infantry keyword and each chosen unit gain 1 aim token or 1 dodge token. Mobile, so they've added some stuff to mobile. If a unit with the mobile keyword makes more than 1 non-compulsory move action during its activation, it may not claim asset tokens that activation. Additionally, a unit with the mobile keyword that has claimed an asset token can make only 1 non-compulsory move action during its activation. Yeah. And then, sorry, that is part of overrides. Okay, so that one's part of override. So when an allied unit with the AI keyword starts activation within range 3 of 1 or more allied units that have the override keyword, choose one of those units that has the override keyword. That is not panicked. The chosen unit may gain 1 suppression token. So if it does, the activating unit ignores the AI keyword during activation. Shielded X, so they've added a little section to shield. Shield tokens are double-sided with an active side and an inactive side, and always interplay with their active side face up. When a unit flips an active shield token, that shield token is flipped to its inactive side, and now is inactive. When the unit flips an inactive shield token, the unit token is flipped to its active side and is now active. I don't know why they need to put that stuff in there. Compulsory move. Compulsory move is a free move action. To make a compulsory move, the unit makes a full standard move as at its speed. If it cannot do so, or if the full move would have caused any part of the unit's leader base to be outside the battlefield, it can make a partial move instead, ending its movement as far along the movement tool as possible. We got Swashbuckler. This is new for the Hondo group. When a unit with the Swashbuckler keyword spends 1 or more aim tokens during attack action, after the effect is resolved, it gains 1 dodge token. So attack and then defend. We also have wheel mode. At the start of the activation, a unit with wheel mode keyword may change its speed to 3 until the end of the activation. If it does that until the end of the round, it loses the unconcerned keyword, gains the AI move and cover 2 keyword, and cannot flip its active shield tokens. Sorry. Yeah. Arm X charge token type. Talking about charge tokens, advantage. They're just putting the word advantage in there. Assault X. When a weapon with the Assault X keyword is added to an attack pool, if the defending unit with range 1 of the attacking unit's leader, you may upgrade X of that weapon's attack dice. So, okay. We have the detonate charge. They've just added the advantage word against this fixed front, sides, rear. To add a weapon that has a fixed front, sides, rear keyword to the attack pool, the defending unit must have at least one of its miniatures bases partially inside one of the specified firing arcs of the attacking miniature. So here's where we got some of the cool stuff. The new overwhelm keyword for the snipers. When the unit with the attacks with the attack pool that has 1 or more weapons with the overwhelm keyword, if it spends at least 1 aim token during the reroll dice step, the defending unit gains 1 suppression token during the assigned suppression token to the defender's step. So basically, you auto give them suppression, even if the attack would fail, by just canceling, or by spending that aim token. Then we have long shot. When a unit with 1 or more weapons that have the long shot keyword makes an attack before choosing an enemy unit to attack during the declare defender step, it may spend 1 aim token to increase the maximum range of each weapon with the long shot keyword by 1 until the end of the attack sequence. The attacking unit may not reroll dice with any aim tokens spent in this way. Only 1 aim token may be spent in this way per attack sequence. So spending aims, part of it. We also have the sniper team keyword. When a weapon with the sniper team keyword that is only there's the only weapon in the attack pool. So so when you're only attacking with that, if the attacking unit has not made a move action during its activation, and if each miniature in the attacking unit has line of sight to one or more miniatures in the defending unit, the upgrade each of the weapon's attack dice. If you do, after the convert attack surges step, you may cancel all the attack dice in the attack pool to skip to the assigned suppression token to the defender step. If one or more crit result was canceled in this way, the defending unit suffers 1 wound. So you can auto 1 wound. If you know your opponent's going to auto dodge 1, you can just do it, basically. And then divulge. So they've added if this card with the permanent keyword is divulged, it does not return to the player's command hand. It remains in play. So they've added that. They've added advantage word to the graffiti tokens. I think that's pretty much it. I think legacy tokens. They're talking about the old tokens. And line of sight silhouette. So that was it, guys. That is everything here. The most notable stuff is the new sniper team and Overwhelm, which actually seems pretty good for that faction. But let me know what you guys' thoughts about all these changes are to the rulebook. What do you guys think about the new stuff, and how you feel like Legion's going right now? But it looks like that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we hope to see you in the next video. And as always, have a wonderful day. And that's all for now, folks.